cluttered garage. I'm really glad you're here. A place where we can laugh and talk and days are filled with cheer. The clouds and sun may come and go, but one thing's always clear. Welcome back, my friend. You know I'm really glad you're here. Yeah.
Hey, welcome back, my friends. We're live at 7:02 p.m., but I need to know, are we live or are we not live? Yes, we are. You know what I did at 6:59 p.m.? I decided to try to go live on Instagram. I haven't done that for a while, but I thought Instagram following has built up a little bit, so I thought, let me try and go live on Instagram too. So when you go to Instagram, you got to copy the stream key, and you got to paste it into the destination here on StreamYard, and then you have to go back to Instagram and click live once you go live here. And then anyway, I shouldn't have done that at 6:59 p.m. because the initial live stream didn't go, which is why you got just that little blip of the, I think, of the intro music. And anyway, I shouldn't have done that. So maybe next week I'll go live to Instagram, but I'll do it more than 1 minute before. So welcome to live stream number 168. It is July 15th, 2024, and I am truly glad you're here. Speaking of being here, if it is your first time here, please say hi in the live chat. We like to welcome you appropriately. There are, after all, 226 new subscribers to the YouTube channel since this time last week. And not to mention new followers on Facebook. And again, Instagram and TikTok, but we're not live on those platforms. So if you're new on Facebook, if you're new on YouTube, we welcome you and thank you for being here. As I mentioned, you can find the channel on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And even if you subscribe to one, if you use those platforms, why not jump over and follow me there too? Because there are some different things posted at different places. You know, TikTok, I don't know if it's going to go away or not, but I post a lot of the same things to TikTok, but sometimes I'll post something completely different there because it's a little different format, different audience. So that can be kind of fun. Anyway, is it going to go away? I don't know. It's pretty big and powerful. It's hard to imagine it would go away because there are people making their living on that now, and that doesn't go well when you threaten to shut something down where people are making their living from it, even if it is a danger to the country. I don't know. Here's another thing. My DJI drone, they're talking about not allowing DJI drones to be sold in the future. There's a bill in Congress now under Homeland Security, and we talked about this a little bit in the past. So, what if they outlaw future sales of DJI drones? I guess somebody will pick up the slack and there'll be something out there. But a lot of us use those DJIs. Speaking of drones, let me just jump right in here. Speaking of drones, I got my drone back from DJI. As you may know, I crashed it twice in one day. First time it recovered itself, and I thought, whew, that sure was lucky. But then it crashed again. It didn't crash again. I crashed it again into a tree. I cracked it. I cracked one of the arms, and the gimbal would not find itself, and there was nothing I could do with it to fix it myself. Sent it back to DJI. They have a fantastic repair program. By the way, if you break your DJI drone, send it back and let them look at it. There was no charge to send it back. They give you a pre-printed label. You box it up. Shipping is paid for. You ship it out to them. You'll get a case number, and the case is updated when they receive it. They even include pictures of the drone when they inspect, pictures of the inspection, and it's very thorough. And then they give you a quote to repair it, and you can either accept the quote or reject the quote. This particular repair cost me $64, and I thought, man, that is so good that they would fix it for that price. And here's a little inside secret. This may not be a secret. It's an opinion that I have. In looking at the drone, I think they sent me a replacement drone. In fact, I think last time I got it repaired, they sent me a replacement drone. I kind of think that, maybe they did fix it, but maybe the drone I got was somebody else's that was broken and they fixed it and sent it back to me, but it's not the same drone, because guess what I did before I shipped it out to them? I took a Sharpie, and there were a couple inconspicuous places on the drone, and I put a little black dot, and just where you wouldn't see it. And then when the drone came back, the little black dots weren't there. So I also put one on the remote, and the little black dot is still on the remote. So I got the same remote back, but I think they replaced the drone. And I don't know if it's brand new or not, but it had all the little stickers on it that you have to peel off, like the protective little stickers. They were all on there. And I thought, why would they do that to a repaired drone? I don't know. At any rate, $64. I'm back in business. Very happy for that. Going back to my announcements here, if you're new to the channel, new to the live stream, know that we do this every Monday night, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We get together, start our week off right, just by having some fun, talking about the channel, talking about tractors, and there we go. Talking about tractors, gardening, outdoor projects, DIY, general life in the country. That's what we talk about, because that's what we have in common. We either live in the country, as I say, we either live in the country, or maybe we used to live in the country, or maybe we want to live in the country, but we like the rural lifestyle, and again, we have that in common. So even if you live in the city but appreciate the rural lifestyle, you may be here. And again, we welcome you. By the way, if you click that thumbs up, whatever platform you're on, I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate that very much. And then as we go through here, if you have a question for me, or just a question in general that the fellow audience in the live chat can answer for you, maybe it's about your tractor, maybe it's about a project you're working on, type the word question followed by your question, and then we'll see if we can answer that question. So with that, we're going to go to the comments right now in the live chat. Back up a bit. Of course, I have to acknowledge, first one here was our friend Chris from the Watershed Overlook. Chris, thanks for being here. And then second up was, of course, Bob Purrs, referring to Mr. February, who was Chris. His tractor was in the Kubota calendar last year. That was the Huber dealership used his photo in their calendar. I see Kent from Hope Construction. Hot and sunny in the Great Smoky Mountains. Yeah. I mean, here we are in the Northeast. We're in another heat wave or excessive heat warning. Tomorrow is going to be worse than today. It's going to be 90. I don't know, what's it going to be, 98 degrees or something tomorrow? I mean, right now we're at 90 degrees at 7:10 p.m. 90 degrees. I woke up the other morning. First thing in the morning, it was 98% humidity. I was doing some work outside today, very light, and I was just soaked with sweat. But I'll say it again. I like summer better than winter, but this is brutal. I have to say, I've got some projects to do, and it's really difficult to get motivated. It's really difficult to do those projects. I did some fence work the other day and did not record any content because I had to get the fence fixed. I went out at 7 in the morning, and I was out in the woods where it was shaded, but it was extremely humid. The bugs were out, and I just, again, was just soaked in sweat. So we're in the midst of summer heat, for sure. I see Phil from Peterson Farms of Little Nashville. Good to see you, Phil. I liked that dam project you worked on with the mud mixer. That was pretty nice. A lot of work. Very much work. Very much work you did there. Thunderstorm warnings from our friend David at RCAF Polar Express. We're not going to just go through the weather tonight. Don't worry. I mean, it's just we all have weather where we are. You don't need to know everything about the weather, but certainly if if there's anything excessive or dangerous, we want to know about that. But I'll just look through some more comments now. The weather's our go-to. Hello, Brutal Bob. Good to see you this evening. Appreciate you all being here. Um, I I I want to talk about some upcoming projects. I want to go through some questions. Here's a question from Chris, the Watershed Overlook. The thumbnail that I used for tonight was it was the flowers and the barn. I want to talk about the flowers some tonight. And Ermelinda, the lamb, was in that shot. And the answer is she doesn't really eat the wildflowers like we thought. We were so worried about that, which is why I got her fence repaired. And she's got like a little area she stays in. But she just cries all the time because she wants to be near us. And because she stays on the property, we let her out every day. So she's got access to the full hay field, the lawn. She doesn't go up to the front of the house where the road is. She stays in the back. And she's outside right now. And she tends to lay under the tree where we all hang out. We have a favorite Japanese maple. Nice umbrella of shade from that. I have my lawn chairs under there. And I like to sit there in the mornings when it's not crazy hot. I like to spend my mornings out there and just enjoy the quiet. But so she's probably out there right now under the tree, hanging out. So yeah, I was afraid. I did fence in the garden with chicken wire because I was afraid she'd eat the tomato plants and whatever else we have out there. So that's fenced in, and then the wildflowers, when they started coming up, we were like, hey, she's not eating them. I watched her, and she was eating the grass between the wildflowers. And now that they've flowered, she's attracted. She loves dandelion heads, not the puffballs, but the yellow flowers. She loves them, and she eats all those. More power to her there. So the flowers, she's kind of attracted to them. She tries them, but she doesn't really get into the flowers. So no, the short answer is no. She's really not messing with those flowers. She did almost destroy Ann's rose bush that we planted. So she likes that. We need to keep her away from that. It's all right though. It's surviving. She also likes my oak tree that I planted, and it's luckily it's 5 feet tall, so she only ate the lower leaves, but still she could be pretty destructive. All right. I see, well, John, thank you for the super sticker. Again, you're too generous. I do appreciate it. The drone repair is now almost paid for, thanks to you. That's kind. Very kind. I see some new names. There's Jeffrey, good to see you. And another Jeff. Jeff and Jeffrey. They look like two new names here. Marshmallow. We have a marshmallow here. Good to see you. Mrs. Marshmallow. Okay, well, it's a good name. Yes, all is good. All is good. No offense to you, Mrs. Marshmallow. I'm not a big fan of marshmallows. I like them roasted a little bit, but I'm not, I don't know. Just one of those things. But I'm sure I would like you. I'm sure you're very nice. Big Bird's here. Okay, we've gone through going back here. Yep. So back to the flowers. I'm glad you brought that up, Chris, because I shared a short video on YouTube, and I shared the video on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. A little update on the flowers, and of course the thumbnail tonight was the flowers, and I've got lots of pictures here. I don't know what thumbnail I used, but got some really pretty pictures of the flowers here. There, and of course the barn. I watched. I have to tell you, I'm going to divert here. And by the way, if you're new here, this is what I do. I kind of go all over the place. Sometimes we have a guest, and we'll do that again soon. Sometimes it's just me rambling. But here's the thing. So there's the flower there. This reminded me of something. And again, Chris, you're out there, Mr. Moderator Chris, who's the master of the internet. I'm going to make a recommendation to all of you. This is very spontaneous. There's a documentary out there, and you can find it on YouTube now. It's almost like a TED Talk. Maybe it is a TED Talk. At any rate, it is done by a National Geographic photographer, retired National Geographic photographer. I forget his name. You can look it up. It'll come up. And look up something like National Geographic photographer TED Talk, and you'll probably see it. So he gives this great talk about perspective, and I love it because it's done through the comparison to photography, and he tells these great stories. There are actually two versions. There was an old DVD that I had when he did the talk probably 20 years ago, and then TED Talk had him redo the talk. So it's the same talk. He's just a little older now. But anyway, his whole talk is about perspective and attitude, and it really, I just wish everybody would watch it, because it's all about self-reflection, but also your outlook on others. And I think anytime is a great time to watch that. But here's the one thing that made me think of that I want to share with you. You look at this picture here, right? And it's a really cool picture. So part of what he does in this talk, this is no spoiler alert. It's not going to ruin it for you. But what he talks about is, again, perspective. And he shows a picture, right? He shows a picture of perhaps flowers in front of a barn. You know, if you stand there, you take the picture. He shows a picture of flowers in front of the barn, and you're like, wow, that is really a pretty picture. Then he shows another picture, same flowers, same barn, but he did kind of what I did here, got down in the flowers and took the picture from a different perspective. And what's amazing is when you see his two pictures, just by changing the perspective, it is just a whole different look, so much more beautiful. And I think the point is, if you look at life, you know, you can look at life from one perspective, or you can maybe get down in the weeds, or you can shift your position, and you can look at life in a different perspective. And it's really good. I'm counting on Chris to find the link to this video and post it in the live chat so you can click on it and save it. Maybe you can watch it after this program tonight, because I love it that much. Highly recommend it. Let me go back then to see. I see questions. I see a question, I think. Yeah, from Villa Roundabout. Can you use sheep to clear brush like they do with goats? I'm going to say some, but I think goats are better for that. As we learned early on, Irma, when she was a baby lamb, she liked to eat poison ivy. She really loved it a lot. She doesn't seem to be going for it as much now. So I think that goats eat more. Certainly, if you have an area with a lot of vegetation, sheep are going to eat it down tremendously. In fact, they can kill a field if you leave them out there too long, because they just eat all the way to the ground until there's nothing left, and then the grass will get killed. So that's why you have to rotate your flock, basically move them around. I kind of like letting her out during the day, because that lets her little pasture have time to grow. But so yeah, I mean, yes, I guess any vegetarian animal is going to clear some brush, but because she likes the sticker bushes, she loves the rose bushes. But I do think goats, not only do goats possibly eat more, I don't know this for sure, but goats are more acrobatic than sheep. Goats will get up on their hind legs. Like Irma's eating our grapevines. She's eating all the lower leaves of the grapevine, which bugs me, but you know, it's not really hurting anything, and it's not like we're growing grapes for harvest to do anything with. But she's eating all the leaves of the grapevines and the lower ones. Now, if she was a goat, she'd be up on her hind legs, reaching up, getting whatever she can. Goats are they're brutal when it comes to that stuff. I had goats in the past, and I couldn't keep them in. Because they just were over the fence or under the fence, whatever they could do. They're little Houdinis. So, but anyway, you'll be happy with the sheep because they will eat a lot of the vegetation for sure. Now, I see you're getting sheep, which is great. Now, maybe you've already made your decision. Maybe you've already selected your sheep. Irma is a hair sheep. She's not a wool sheep. I had wool sheep in the past, and this is the first time I ever had a hair sheep, and I can tell you this, I like it, because getting the wool sheep sheared was a pain in the neck. There was a time when a lot of people had sheep, and a sheep shearer would come here from like Pennsylvania, and he would make his rounds to farms all around, and he would shear sheep all weekend long. And everybody would get together like, oh, the shearer's coming this weekend, so round everything up. Not as many people have sheep anymore, so that is harder to find people to do that. Then it got to a point where our neighbor had sheep, and then people would bring their sheep to her farm, and the sheep shearer would do it there. What a pain that was to round up your sheep and bring them over there to do that. So if you have not ordered your sheep yet, see if you can find some hair sheep. Katahdin, or these are mix of St. Croix. But Irma has been shedding her baby fur, baby hair, and she looks sheared. She really looks nice. Maybe I can show you a picture, because the other thing is I brushed her the other day. Now, most sheep, if they're going to be in a flock like that, they're not going to be as nice as Irma is, or not as nice, but as used to people as Irma is. So she comes up while I'm sitting in the chair, and she lets me brush her. But look at this picture. She looks almost sheared. She's looking really good, and there was a little pile of hair that I got from her. So brushing her is pretty good. But anyway, you're going to have to get them sheared, and I guess you could do it yourself. I never did it myself. I had somebody do it, and they had these big industrial shears. They would nick the skin a lot of times, and anyway, just food for thought. Food for thought. J.J. Akers says goats will eat everything, and I mean everything. I've heard that. The goats would eat tin cans or anything. Looks like Chris found the link. Is that right, Chris? Oh, yes. Celebrate. Thank you, Chris. Celebrate what's right with the world. Man, I'm telling you, I'm glad I thought of this tonight just now, because I really encourage you to watch that video after this video. Maybe if you don't have so much appreciation for photography, it won't mean as much, but a lot of you are content creators, or you really appreciate video and photography. So even if you don't, the perspective that he gives you is really good. So please check out that link. If you click on it now, open it in another tab, pause it, save it, check it out later. But yeah, that's definitely the one. Definitely. Good point about sheep. They won't strip the bark or climb. See, that's what I mean about the climbers. Yeah. So good points there. Back to the flowers. I did want to show you. I lost it. I was going to show you the short that I made and just share that with you. So yeah, let's take a look at that, and then you can see the video of the wildflowers. If you haven't seen it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, you can see it now. Watch this. Some of you have asked how the wildflowers are doing that I planted in the spring. Let's take a look. By the way, American Meadows did provide the seeds for me this year, and it was in cooperation with them. They provided the seeds. I provided some exposure for them. but I have purchased American Meadows seeds in the past for about 4 or 5 years, and you can see that they produce a great quality product. So, AmericanMeadows.com if you're interested in buying wildflower seeds. And of course, I buy the Cosmos and Zinnia because they grow like weeds. They're easy to plant, but they have much more than that. In fact, we had Mike on here, Mike Lizette from American Meadows. He's the owner, talking great live stream interview with him. So check out AmericanMeadows.com to get your seeds. You can get, now these are just annuals. You can get perennials. So these I've got to mow down at the end of the season. We'll till it up again next year, do some more. But you can create a perennial flower garden or wildflower garden if you want. And I think that would be neat. And a lot of things like brown-eyed, is it black-eyed Susans? Yeah, I think it's black-eyed Susans. Brown-eyed girl, black-eyed Susan, right? Anyway, you can get all kind of perennial plants as well from them. So check out AmericanMeadows.com. I'm not paid for any of that. Again, they provided the seeds to me. But other than that, we have no agreement. We have no relationship other than that. And next year, I'll probably go back to buying my own seeds again. But they're a great company up in, I believe, Vermont. So thank you. Hello, Money Pit Homestead. Good to see you. Yeah, I thought it was Austin Powers type music, right? That's why I said, yeah, baby, yeah. Hey, Seacliff Steve, listen, I wish I had a great story about this hat. This is my third one. I wish it was an American-made hat. It's just a cheap hat from Amazon, and I don't even know if it has a brand to it. It's decent. It's light, which I like. My other hats were thicker. This is still hot, though. But the one I had originally was an Otto hat, OTTO, which I think is still not made in the U.S., but that was a good hat. This one, kind of no name brand. If I can find the link, I would share it with you. But I would say just search, for something you like and go for it. But I'll show you right here, actually. Since I'm right here, here's I'm going to post in the comments. This is an affiliate link with Amazon, but you can click on that, and that'll take you to Amazon, and you can see the hat. The affiliate part of that is you're not going to pay any more for the hat or anything you buy, but since I brought you to Amazon, I get like a finder's fee, and I'll get like a couple % of whatever you buy. So hopefully that posted for you. Yep. There it is. Yep. So anyway, that's the story behind that, and there's a ton of colors you can choose from as well. But thank you, by the way. Thank you for that compliment. I mean, I know you were complimenting the hat, not me, but yeah, I have a collection of hats, and they are so hard to get rid of. Like over my shoulder here, that's a hat I got from Mud Mixer. It's a cool hat. I don't really wear it, but I like it. Of course, I've got a hat from my nephew's business that I should know by name, Nashville. What's it called, Brandon? Nashville Butcher Shop? Something like that. Anyway, I have one of his hats, and of course he gave one away one time, and I like that because it's family. DJI, this is the other thing with the $64 DJI drone repair. I got the drone back, shipped back for free, so they paid for shipping both ways. I paid $64 for the repair, and in the box was a DJI black baseball cap that I really like with DJI written on it. I wore that a couple times, but I don't know. I just like it. I've got a black hat with a lightning bolt that says TCB on it. Sometimes I wear that. You might know what that means if you are any kind of Elvis fan whatsoever. So you can tell me what TCB means in the comments in the live chat. Don't look it up now. Don't cheat. Don't look up what TCB meant for Elvis. Somebody just has to know what it means. There's no prize involved, which, by the way, we are going to do a sticker giveaway a little bit later on before we end here tonight. But yes. yes to that. TCB. Tell me what it means. You know what I'm doing right now? I'm multitasking. That's what I'm doing. Because I can. There we go. Just made me get ready for the sticker giveaway a little bit later. Why is my... There we go. There you go, Eddie Rollins. TCB, baby. Taking care of business. That was Elvis's motto. He had jewelry made with the lightning bolt and TCB. So, Brutal Bob knew it. Taking care of business. Richard Klump tried to get it out there, but I knew what you were saying. So, yep, a lot of you knew it. That's good. That's good. So, let me look at some comments here. Oh, I do want to talk to you about the sticker giveaway, because we're going to do this in a little while. I've got these 3 stickers here. Of course, the 25,000 subscriber sticker that will never be made again, because we're almost at 50,000 subscribers now. So we have that one. It's silver. It's fun. Got this monochromatic sticker. May not ever make those again either, because I don't know. I think people like color. And then of course the color sticker, and I have a lot of these because I had ordered more of these. Last week, a couple weeks ago, within the past couple weeks, I had mentioned, let me know what you want. Do you want those stickers or do you want the bumper sticker? And I didn't have many bumper stickers left. I don't think I ran out of them. I think I lost them. We moved the office up here to the 3rd floor, and I can't find them. And I know I owe somebody a sticker. Oh, David, who won last week. I owe you a bumper sticker, and I'm still looking for them. I apologize for that. Still getting kind of organized. Story of my life, We'll never be fully organized. But point is, I can't find the bumper stickers. I don't know if I'm going to order them again either. I might not. I don't know. So that's the thing, is tonight I'm not going to offer the bumper sticker because I don't know where they are. I am going to offer only these, and you know the drill. If you have already won these in the past, you might not want to enter. You might want to give somebody else a chance. You might want to give somebody else a chance for that. Oh yeah, BTO sang the song "Taking Care of Business." I don't think Elvis ever sang that song. I think he just used that motto, "Taking Care of Business." But BTO, what's the B stand for? Bachman, Turner, Overstreet. Yeah, they sang "Taking Care of Business" every day. Yep. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Bachman, Turner, Overstreet. Overdrive or Overstreet? I think it was Overstreet, wasn't it? Paul Overstreet? Taking Care of Business. Or maybe it was Overdrive. All right. It was Overdrive. I'm thinking of a different over person. Okay already. Thank you, everybody, for correcting me. Overdrive. There was a Paul Overstreet, though, right? Who later sang country music. Am I right about that, at least? Well, what else? What else do we have to talk about? Money Pit Homestead got one of these birds on the shelf. Yep, I had one of those when I was a kid, and I was amazed to see that they were still out there. That's fun. Maybe we'll give one of those away one time. I mean, you get them on Amazon, but maybe we'll do a giveaway for a drinking bird. They are kind of neat. That one's been working. How long have I had that now? We've been doing this for years now, and he's generally in every live stream. I don't let him go all week long. I do fill up the cup. You have to water in the cup. It's a scientific formula that you have this liquid, highly evaporative liquid in the base, and then the liquid evaporates through the tube. It's a glass tube, and then his head, which is another ball, is got felt covering on it, and you soak the head in water, so he's got a wet head, and that water is evaporating, which makes the head cooler than the tail, and that's how the thing works. Is the liquid evaporates up into the head, and then the head cools and it goes back down. And I'm not explaining it correct, but it has to do. It's a scientific thing. I think it's the same liquid, those little plug-in Christmas decorations that we used to have. A little glass tube, you plug it in, and it lights up, and it's got little bubbles going by. I don't know what that is. Can't be too toxic, I guess. Not like the mercury we used to play with when we would break the thermometer and play with the little balls of mercury on the floor. I may have done that. It might catch up with me one day, but I don't know. So project-wise, I'm going to try something with that box blade. If you saw the video where I went over to the neighbor's house and I moved some dirt for them, I used the box blade and I dropped the ripper teeth, the scarifiers. I dropped them as far as they would go. And it's funny, I've had that thing for 4 years now. I've never dropped the ripper teeth. I've never adjusted them. Why? Because the Land Pride box blade does not have an easy adjustment for those. Some box blades have a pin you pull out, you drop the ripper tooth down and put the pin back in. Now, Land Pride, which makes great equipment, but I don't know why they did this, they have a spring clip that holds the ripper tooth from moving, and you need to use a pair of pliers unless you're super strong. I used like water pump pliers to squeeze that spring clip and pull it out, and then you can adjust the ripper tooth and then put the spring clip back in. It's only, 4 or 5 of them, but still not really user-friendly. So I dropped them down for this particular project, and man, I was surprised at what a difference it made for the use of that box blade. I was telling somebody, it's like having a whole new attachment for the tractor. It just adds so much more usefulness. So if you have a box blade and you need to move some dirt, or grade some dirt, I guess I should say, like if you have a high spot like we did at the house over there, if you have a high spot and you need to grade that down, drop those teeth and they will tear up the ground. The box will catch the dirt and fill it up, and it worked out great. I was able to pull the box, pull the dirt, leave a pile, come around with the front end loader and scoop it up and get rid of it, and it worked so well. So now what I'm thinking about is that I want to try and resurface our driveway here, which I've used the neighbor's land plane, which was nice. I didn't drop the ripper teeth on the land plane either. It has them, but I didn't drop them. I just thought I didn't need to. I think that's kind of key. So the driveway stone, in a lot of places, the driveway stone looks as though it's disappeared. It's sunk into the ground. I don't know if the stone sinks into the dirt, or if the dirt comes up through the stone, or if you get lots of leaves on the stone that breaks down. At any rate, the stones are still there. They're still there. It's just they're encased in dirt. So I'm thinking if I can drop the ripper teeth, maybe not to the lowest level, drop the ripper teeth, that'll kind of break up the stones, and maybe the dirt will fall through them and leave the stones up high. That's my plan. That's what I'm planning to do as soon as it's not a heat wave anymore. Even though I'm just going to be sitting on the tractor, that's my plan. Chris spent 7 straight hours using the box blade yesterday, only stopped for diesel. Too hot to film. You didn't even film it. Chris, what could you possibly be doing for 7 hours? 7 hours? Tell us, Chris, what were you doing for 7 hours? I mean, I worked for like 2 hours at the neighbor's place, and we probably moved 3 yards of dirt. Well, that is a lot. You're right. That's a lot of seat time. Um, Productive Recreation has kind of a YouTube-related question. So if you're not interested in YouTube, cover your ears for a minute. Craig is asking, are your views and your watch time down now that it's high summer? The answer to that is yes, they are. Yes, they are. So if you're experiencing that too, um, I guess it's good for me to know it's not just me. I had tremendous views last month, and I thought, oh, this is like the channel's going to take off now. This is it. Here we go. And then this month, they dropped down to lower than they were 2 months ago, 3 months ago. So yeah, dropped significantly. My ad revenue has dropped significantly. I know a lot of you are not monetized, so I'm not here to brag, but you know that is it's my job, it's my income, it's my business. My income has dropped quite a bit too, so it's kind of frustrating. One thing that happened that was quite the anomaly was that snake video that I posted. Remember that? It was a 14-second clip from my Ring doorbell, and it was just me walking up to the back door, and you saw this big black snake slither across right before I got there, and the camera picked it up. I shared that as a short and a reel on YouTube. It's over 2 million views. So I think because it was only 14 seconds long, because you couldn't really see the snake unless you looked closely, I think people watched it over and over again, and the algorithm liked that. So it just took off. It got 2 million views. In the last 2-3 weeks now, it's only gotten a few thousand views. So the algorithm, it died. The algorithm, I don't know if the algorithm killed it or what happened, but it's like I can't show it to any more people. I've showed it to everybody I can think of, and I can't show it to anybody else. So it's kind of dead. It's still getting some views, but not like it was. It was just insane. So that threw off my analytics terribly, because you look at my views, and for that month they're like skyrocketed, and now they're back to normal. And the funny thing about that snake video, that 2 million view snake video, brought 3,000 subscribers to this channel. 3,000 people subscribed to the channel from that snake video short. Now, that's exciting to see the number grow, but I'm not sure what you're looking for if you subscribe to the channel because of that, because that's really not what the channel's about. So I thought that was kind of odd that somebody, I don't know what you're looking for if you saw that and like, oh, maybe he's going to show more snake videos, which I did. I found a snake in a tree, and I shared that too, but it didn't do quite as well. It didn't do anything, pretty much. Sorry, David. David does not like snakes. We have to stop talking about snakes. He doesn't like them. I can respect that. I don't like them either. I've gotten used to them a little bit more, but no. David, do you have a wish list for Prime Days? For me personally, no, I don't. No, I don't. I'm watching a couple things to see if it. Actually, Prime Day is it now or tomorrow? I'm watching a couple things. I might get a what's it called? A grill for the camper. A Blackstone. I had a Blackstone for the other camper years ago. When I sold the camper, I sold the Blackstone with it because I thought, I think we're done with camping. And then next year later, we bought another camper. So I got my eye on a little Blackstone. I want something small that just the 2-burner guy. But now they sell it with a stand, which is nice, because I had the other one where I had to put it on a table or something. So I got my eye on that. I don't really need it, but if it goes on like super sale, I'll pick it up. But otherwise, there's nothing else that I have my eyes on. There were some Ring cameras that were, I think, pretty cheap, but I have more than I need right now, so I'm not going to buy any more of those. And besides that, my views are down this month, and so is my income. Remember that? Linda has a question about Donkey. Donkey is the neighbor's donkey that I met when I was fixing the fence recently. And Donkey he's the sweetest thing. If you saw the video of him trying to get through, I was trying to get through the gate, and he was really, he's just so friendly and tame. I just think he's cute. So he's doing well though. He's doing well. I was over there the other day doing a little more fence repair, and you know he hollers and he comes over to you, and he's just a lot of fun. I was going to show you that, but I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Thought I saved it. Apparently I didn't. No. Wait, it's over here. There it is. All right, let's watch that real quick. It's only a short, and it was fun. Here you go. And then we'll do the sticker giveaway. Okay, I need to open the gate to drive the mule through. Hey, I just thought of something. A mule and a donkey, and he's in love. I need to bring the mule in here. I need to open the gate, but I need you not to come through the gate. You're a good guy. I still don't know if I can trust you. How am I gonna do this? You stay while I bring the mule in, okay? Get back. Go. Go. Get back. Go on, donkey. Go on. And I'm gonna drive the mule. Hey, go back. Go back. Go back. Go on. Go. Get back. Get back. Get back. You're not listening very well. Go on. Go. 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 All right. You didn't get through the gate, did you? He is cute. He's a cute little donkey. I like him. So, I hope you liked that too. You know, I'm always torn about these shorts, throwing out these short videos, because I know you get notified about them, and some people, when they get the notification, they might think it's a full video and then it's a short, and some people don't like that. Some people do like it, so I don't know. What can I say? I guess if you don't like them, just don't watch them. But again, obviously 2 million people liked the snake video, so the shorts are a good thing to do. Let's do this though. Let's do the sticker giveaway. The way we do this is I'm going to share a word or a phrase on the screen, and you're going to type that word or phrase in the live chat, and then we'll randomly draw a winner. Again, it's for these 3 stickers, all 3 of them. All 3 of these stickers. So if you won them in the past, you may not want to enter. You may want to give somebody else the opportunity. I'm not the boss here, you know. I just make the rules. I don't enforce them. So do this. If you want a chance at winning these stickers, type in the live chat. Hashtag Elvis, TCB, baby. That was spontaneous, wasn't it? There we go. So that's how it works. And then we go to the comment section, and we'll see where people are typing hashtag Elvis. It can be uppercase, it can be lowercase, it can be a combination of uppercase and lowercase, but don't put any spaces in there, because that'll mess things up. It won't work. But there we go. Do it like these good folks are. Oh. Anyway, type it in. Hashtag Elvis. And then we'll draw it. But we like to wait for this song to end. One of these days, I'm going to click the button right at the right moment when the song ends, and it'll land right where it ends. But I haven't figured that out yet. Yeah, John, I was going to do hashtag TCB, but I thought people would guess that. I thought that'd be too easy, since we were talking about TCB. Right. Well, I think we're there. I think we're just about there. I gotta find the thing to click here. Right. Well, I'll get my cursor ready. You got a 1 in 21 chance of winning. quite a few of you out there watching tonight too, which I really am always humbled by, and I appreciate that. Let's do it. Here we go. Bob Beckman. Congratulations, Bob. You're the winner of the sticker giveaway this evening. That's exciting to see. Congratulations. Hey, Bob, if you would do me a favor and send me an email at the email address that's shown on your screen right now, I'll read it to you if you like. It's contactmcgtv@gmail.com. Contactmcgtv@gmail.com. It's a long one, but it's not too hard if you write it down, or if you go back and watch the replay, you'll see it on there. There it is. So anyway, Bob, send me an email at that email address. Let me know well, there's your name, it looks like, but your mailing address, and I'll get these out in the mail to you very soon. Congratulations, Bob. Congratulations to you. So that's fun. Well, like I said, it's so hot that the views are down on the channel a little bit. It's not terrible, but the views are down. And on top of that, I am not putting out as much content because I'm either not getting things done as much, or like Chris said, too dang hot to record. You just got to get the work done. And those of you who make videos, you know that by recording the video, it's going to take you 3 times as long to do a project. You don't want to be out in the heat 3 times as long. Poor Chris, if he was recording, he would have been out there, instead of 7 hours, he would have been out there for 21 hours trying to get that job done. So we can't record everything because it just is not, doesn't always make sense. But I'm going to be putting some stuff out shortly, and I hope you will continue to watch, because I do. Look at Bob. First time he ever won anything. Nice. Well, you didn't say anything. First time he's ever won. All right. Oh, no. The first thing I have ever won. Well, Bob, I'm so happy to be here, to be the person who gave you your first win. That's exciting to have never won before. Very nice. Yeah, so thanks again for watching the content. I do appreciate it. It supports me in this YouTube journey, in this journey of being self-employed content creator. It really means the world to me, and all you have to do is watch, and it helps. And then if you watch and if you like the videos, that helps. And of course, if you watch and like and comment, well, that helps even more. And then if you watch, like, and share, oh my gosh, like, what could happen if you watch, like, and share videos? It could change the world. It could change my world. I don't know. I don't know what would happen. At any rate, that's how it works. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. So today's the 15th. Next week is the 22nd. So we should be here next week. I was out canvassing local businesses today, selling some advertising space for the Bluegrass Festival. As you know, I'm involved with that, the Delaware Valley Bluegrass Festival. If you are anywhere near the East Coast, I encourage you to come to the festival on Labor Day weekend. You can stay for the whole weekend. If you have a camper or a tent, you can camp on site. There are local hotels you can stay in. You can come back and forth every day. 3 days of excellent live music and lots of fun just hanging out at the fairgrounds. So look it up, Delaware Valley Bluegrass Festival. And I met some people from Canada last year. They pulled their little camper all the way from Canada to come here to the festival. And such great people, such great fun. You'll make friends. You will, for sure. So, yeah. So, I see one more question from David. Did your garage ever get uncluttered with the move? The old garage got uncluttered when we moved. We took everything out and stuck it in the barn. So now, yeah, the old garage is uncluttered. The new one is filled with stuff, and we're still doing stuff. So that's kind of the story of my life, but that's just kind of just how it goes. Anyway, I do appreciate you being here. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I do hope that we'll all step back and try to be a little kinder to one another and make each day a better day than the day before by being kinder tomorrow than we were today. Anyway, be nice and focus on the things that we have in common. Go watch that TED Talk that Chris shared. Chris, if you still have the link, paste it one more time so it's up top here in the comments, because I think it's just a great thing and worth watching. So please do, as soon as we finish here, go watch that video or save it for later, but do watch it. It's good stuff. Thanks for being here. As always, I look forward to seeing you next time.